Hi everyone, my name is Margaret Smith and I'm a student in Education 210 at the University of Alberta, Tech Ed, and this is my screencast on the Maker Movement. So what is the Maker Movement? Let's get right on into it. It is a trend in which individuals or groups of individuals create and market products that are recreated and assembled using unused, discarded, or broken electronic, plastic, silicone, or virtually any raw material. This can be computer related. This can have nothing to do with technology. Basically, you're taking this unwanted, used material and recreating and repurposing it for something new. So what can this do with education? How does this relate? Well, I'm going to talk about a few examples. First is a physical example, which is the simplest way to really explain it. I visited a booth at the Maker Movement event, and the whole thing was taking reduce, reuse, recycle, taking items that may have been recycled or thrown out and reusing them instead, because of course reuse is better than recycle. There was a lady, Kristen Arnott from the City of Edmonton Reuse Center, basically sells large amounts of materials to schools, to teachers, that can be used to fuel artwork, creative thinking outside of the box creations for these students. I found that this would be best probably either an art class or in an elementary classroom. However, we are most interested in the technological examples. I chose to talk about Minecraft for a little bit here. There was a booth where we repurposed a video game to be educational, and so students would learn math skills without even realize they are learning. So we're kind of going to their level, we're going to their world, taking something that they enjoy doing already and using it in an educational way. This makes learning a lot more fun, it makes it a lot more engaging, and it makes it a lot more accessible for students, especially those who might have difficulty paying attention in a traditional classroom. However, after all these, I had a difficult time finding something that would be useful in my own classroom, which would be a secondary level French or Spanish as a second language. There wasn't a lot of tech at the event that would be suitable for such a classroom, but I did find one near the very end. Makey Makey, I was really impressed with their presentation, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit more about it. So what is Makey Makey? It is an invention kit for the 21st century. So basically it hooks up to your computer through alligator clips, and you can make your arrow keys some letter keys, and you repurpose basically conductive materials to connect to your computer. How does it work? For example, the alligator clips will clip to objects on the Makey Makey board, and then you use your body to complete the circuit and be conductive and send signals to your computer. So it's super cool, it's super interactive, and it can be used in a whole bunch of classrooms. So you can use it obviously in elementary for teaching science, for teaching electricity. You can use it, I could see you using this tool in pretty much every single situation, which is why it's so practical for me. Any materials that are conductive work with this. That includes lead, so you can draw menu items on a piece of paper and connect the alligator clips and create a whole new menu. We can go up here on the site, and it's got how-to lessons, guides, videos. We're going to go to lessons and just take a look down at the bottom here for the Spanish lesson plan. I'm taking Spanish right now. I want to teach Spanish in high school as a second language. So we see here, the first thing I see is this picture, and first thing my mind jumps to is that what a great tool to use when teaching vocabulary, even just basic vocabulary. When you're first starting out, you can attach like alligator clips to bananas and carrots and fruits and vegetables, and then have a quiz on the computer, set up something so that it asks for a word, and all the student has to do is touch the corresponding object, and they can complete the question. There's also ways to do verb drills and vocabulary, of course, like I said, and grammar as well, to create tests, to make it more interactive. And yeah, so there's, in a high school level, you can also get students to create their own programs and test it out on each other. So not only are they participating in a program you make, but they themselves have to do the thinking to create, teach their fellow students, which, as we all know, is one of the best ways to learn. So this would be a great program just to help make your lessons more interesting, more interactive, and more on their level. Like I said, the advantages, why is it valuable, is of course it's more engaging for students. Like, this is something that they probably haven't seen before, and therefore it's just more interesting. It helps you relate to the students because they are so, or tend to be so easily, they keep up with the technology, and they will probably be more advanced with you than you in that regard, but this is something new, so they are going to really react well to learning in this new way. It also helps inspire kids to learn and innovate, show them that there's a lot out there that they can do, and ways to engage in the world around them, and thinking outside of the box, of course. What materials can I use in new ways? And that's a lesson that kids can learn in every single classroom. So thank you for joining me for this screencast, and I hope you are inspired to maybe use Makey Makey in your own classroom, or even check out the Maker Movement. Thanks.